TaxAct knows every small business owner has different tax filing needs. With TaxAct, you can file yourself with the help of an expert, or TaxAct can do it all for you. You're the boss, the head honcho, the top banana. And TaxAct is like your loyal, trusty tax aide, ready to pounce on any tax needs you might have. TaxAct is dying to pounce on some small business tax needs. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Are you stuck staring at your W-2? Are tax refund worries holding you back? You probably have FOMO, the fear of messing up. The fix? Using TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They find every credit and deduction to help you get every refund dollar you deserve, or your money back. It's time to overcome your fear of messing up and get your taxes done right. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Dragon Ball Lorecast, where we take a deep dive in all things Dragon Ball, such as the characters, stories, timelines, and so much more. Hosted by Brandon, Jesse, and Steven. Welcome back, Z-Fighters, to another episode of the Dragon Ball Lorecast. I am one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Jesse.
How's it going, everybody?
So, unfortunately, Steven is out this week. He is sick. There's a flu going on in his house, so he was not able to join us today. So, wish him best of wishes to get better. Hopefully, we'll see him in 2 weeks, because just to let y'all know now, we will not have a show next week due to work inconveniences on my part for my day job. So, I can't record, which sucks. But we'll be back the following week with normal episodes, just like always. So, today we are doing part 2 of our timelines, going over all the different timelines of Dragon Ball and everything. Last week we did the OG Dragon Ball, we did the pre-Dragon Ball, everything that was before the original series starts, as well as all of Dragon Ball Z. Today we finish that out, going over the rest of the stuff in the series.
Yeah.
Which might sound a lot. It's really like I have like 18 pages of notes, but it's a lot, but it's not a lot. It's weird. So,
right.
Starting off, so we ended with Z. Now we're getting into Dragon Ball Daima. That is the next in the chronological order of things. It's not in the same continuity though as Super, which is the main continuity that Toei Animation and where the story as a whole currently. So, in age 775, on Trunks' 9th birthday, Goma, Desusu, and Neva travel to Earth to use the Earth Dragon Balls to turn all those who fought Majin Buu and their friends into children or babies. Yeah. So, if you like OG Dragon Ball, that's essentially what this rehashes again. Instead of just being Goku as a kid, they're all kids. So it's a little different. 2 days later, Glorio heads to Earth, where he makes a request that Goku go along with him to help Goma along with Shin, which is the Supreme Kai. The three head to the third demon world in the demon realm, where they join up with Pansy, who accompanies them on their journey. A couple days later, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Bulma head to the demon realm as well. Goku defeats Tamagami number 3 in order to reclaim one of the 3 demon realm Dragon Balls. Goku's party heads to the second demon world, where they meet up with Vegeta's party, and as well as Neva, who is one of the ancient Namekians, who actually created the Dragon Balls as a whole in the Daima universe. Vegeta defeats Tamagami number 2 after becoming a Super Saiyan 3, which that's one of the few inconsistencies that we have between Daima going into Super or even GT, because Vegeta doesn't actually use this form in either shows or either series.
Right.
So
Very interesting.
It is. So meanwhile, in the first demon world, Dr. Arisu, or Arnesu, with Marba, create both Majin Q and Majin Du, the latter which defeats Tamagami number 1. Though Goma orders Desusu to shut down the Sir Warp, which is the way to travel between the different demon realms, is this giant fish portal thing. So Neva removes the barrier over the Demon Realm tunnel, allowing Goku and company to travel to the first Demon World. Desusu tries to kidnap Dende, but is defeated and captured, while Goma acquires and places the evil third eye. When Goma attacks Goku, his friends Majin Q, Majin Du, and Tamagami number 1 join forces to fend him off. During the battle, Neva draws out Goku's power, allowing him to tap into a Super Saiyan 4. Glorio gathers the Dragon Balls and summons the dragon, wishing for Goku and his companions to have their age restored to normal. During the final battle with Goma, Vegeta uses his Super Saiyan 3 state once again, followed by Goku using his new Super Saiyan 4 state as an adult. By the way, seeing this scene in dubbed is so awesome. So,
Yeah.
Have you seen Daima? All of Daima?
I've watched bits and pieces. I have not finished it yet.
Okay, so during the final fight, in the subbed, so Goku does the whole thing like what he did to Majin Buu, where he would show him each transformation. It's like, okay, this is a Super Saiyan. This is Super Saiyan 2. This is Super Saiyan 3. And in the subbed, it says, now for a bonus round. When they were dubbing it, Sean Schimmel did the dub. He did voice it like, here's a bonus round, but then they also recorded a line back from Dragon Ball Z's dub when he goes Super Saiyan 3 for the first time against Majin Buu, saying, and now to go further beyond. They recorded both lines. Toei Animation gives them a call, and they specifically ask, hey, did you guys record the line going further beyond for the Super Saiyan 4 transformation? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, good, that's what we're using for the dub. And that's, oh, okay. So it's like, it was thrown in there because Toei loves that like line that they did in the dub for it. Because the delivery is so great. So, following the intense battle where Goku fires a Kamehameha through the other two demon worlds, Goma loses the evil third eye after being struck in the back of the head 3 times by Majin Q, and is subsequently destroyed by Glorio. Goma and Desusu then place a lock on him for 99 years, while Majin Q becomes the new Supreme Demon King. After saying their goodbyes, Goku and his friends return home. Dr. Miu employs Dolataki, I believe that's how you say, and gives him a Lude, Luud, by the way. Dolataki creates a scam religion on planet Lude and Lude cult. By using Lude, Dolataki transforms the religious followers into dolls to gather energy for baby. So now this is jumping to GT's timeline, mind you. So Daima ended with Majin Q becoming the Demon King. That's where that ends. So, now moving into age 776, which is the events of Dragon Ball: The Return of Goku and Friends. And this is where Vegeta's brother Tarbo heads to Earth with 2 of Frieza's forces in pursuit. Now, this was a special ONA or OVA, one of the two. And this takes place like before Super, because these events are canonical with Super specifically. Now, speaking of Super, that's the next timeline we're diving into. So in age 778, Gohan and Videl are married. Sometime in August, Videl becomes pregnant with Pan. So, just like his father, they did not waste time.
Pretty much, yeah.
At all. In age 778, August 18th, the events of Battle of the Gods take place. Now, mind you, The Battle of the Gods movie takes place at a different point in time than what we actually have in the Super anime, to where it's more of a precise, like, turn of events. So in the movie, Beerus heads out to find the Super Saiyan God. He meets Goku on King Kai's planet, and then and the others on Earth. Goku uses the Dragon Ball to learn about the Super Saiyan God, and the use of the information to transform into one. Goku battles Beerus with the universe being in jeopardy due to the power on display. Goku eventually accepts defeat, and Beerus decides to leave Earth intact along with Whis, and along with Whis heads home. So that's it.
Battle of the Gods is a great movie.
It's a really good movie. And this is like in the DBZ timeline, so that's why the continuity is different from Super.
Yeah.
Because Super was created after the two movies that we're about to go over, so in age 779 in May, Pan's born. And then also in 779, we have the events of Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, which is also the movie takes place in a different place and time compared to the actual anime and manga too, because the manga it's actually 3 years ahead of everything. So Goku and Vegeta train with Whis on Beerus' planet and learn to become Super Saiyan Blue, or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Frieza was revived with Earth's Dragon Balls and spend the next 4 months training in order to defeat the Saiyans. 6 months after being revived, Frieza, along with 1,000 soldiers, head to Earth, where he eventually meets Goku and Vegeta in battle. On the verge of defeat, he destroys Earth, but Whis uses his ability to read around time, allowing Goku a second chance to finish off Frieza, in which he does. Thank God.
Supposed to do that, Whis.
Technically, you're not supposed
Breaking
to.
rules.
And then Champa challenges Beerus to a tournament between combatants from both universes. Goku and Vegeta train in the hyperbolic time chamber for 3 years. Not actual 3 years, it's 3 days on Earth.
Yeah.
3 years to them. During the tournament, Goku defeats Botamo. Frost defeats Goku and Piccolo by cheating, allowing Goku to re-enter. Vegeta beats Frost. And then also Magneta, which is that robot-looking dude. And then
One that he
Cabba.
just insults.
Yeah, he insults and then
He talks
freaking
shit to him, and that's what caused him to win.
Yeah. It's like, they're very sensitive beings. Oh, okay. And then also Cabba. Before losing to Hit. Hit battles Goku, who eventually jumps out of the ring to fight another day, and then allows himself to be defeated by Monaka to repay the favor. Beerus uses the Super Dragon Balls to revive Earth in Universe 6. And by the way, Monaka is literally the weakest person you could probably think of. Monaka's weaker than Mr. Satan.
Monaka is weak enough that when he sees the power, he actually passes out with his eyes open.
Yeah. He faints. Yeah. And then at some point around this time, the events of Dragon Ball Z, the real 4D at Super Tenkaichi Budokai take place, which is a 4D movie, which I'd never heard of before until now. What is this? That's like OG Broly. Is that OG Broly? Super Saiyan
like
Blue
him,
Goku. Oh, Broly God. Or God Broly. A godly transformation, the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, appearing in Dragon Ball Z, the real 4D at Super Tenkaichi Budokai. World Mission Unused Assets. So this is specifically like Dragon Ball Heroes timeline stuff.
Yeah.
This is like well multiverse things.
It's like legendary Super Saiyan Broly if you went Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
It's weird.
And kind of awesome looking though.
I don't like the animation's weird. I don't like the 4D stuff.
It's because it's probably had to be in the if it's 4D, it was probably at like a event.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what it was.
Attraction. Yeah.
No, that's exactly what it was.
I get it. I like the idea of the concept of that.
Right.
That Broly.
And then future Trunks travels back 17 years in the future to tell Goku and the others about Goku Black. Goku and Vegeta go with future Trunks to his timeline to battle Black. After confirming that Black is Zamasu, Whis and Beerus head to Universe 10, and Beerus kills Zamasu after seeing proof of his evil intentions. Upon returning from the future, Goku learns that the evil containment wave technique is used against Zamasu, while Vegeta trains for 6 months in the hyperbolic time chamber. Goku and the others return from the future, and Goku brings future Zeno to meet his present self-fulfilling, meet his present self, fulfilling his promise to find him a friend. Gowatsu seals away the time rings so they never fall into the wrong hands again. It's good Tetsu, I thought. But anyway, yeah, that happens. It's whew. Like the Goku Black arc is a really good arc, mind you. It's a really good arc. Also one of the funniest dub lines ever, which funny enough is also subbed. It's both subbed and dubbed, and it's like done the same way. So it's freaking hilarious. You know what line I'm talking about. You are muted, sir. I don't know how.
Because the dog was being very, very loud. I feel like I do, but for whatever reason,
it's when Trunks, Goku, and Vegeta go to the future, and then the 2 resistance officers like sees them and like looks at Goku. Is like, oh my god, that's we need to kill him.
Oh,
and then Trunks steps in. I was like, this man isn't black, and I like. It's just so funny just with the delivery. And I was like, funny enough, everyone...
You're like, wait a minute.
That's in the manga. I believe that line might be in the manga. It might not be. I don't remember. But I believe it is in both sub and dubbed, which is really hilarious. Now moving on to age 780, Goku goes to Zeno to remind him about the All-Universe Tournament. Shortly after the tournament power is declared, the Zenos have the Zeno Expo as a demonstration. Bula is also born. And over the next 2 days, a team is formed for the tournament, including Frieza, who's brought back to life for 24 hours. The tournament finally begins. Universes 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, and 10 are erased throughout the tournament. Goku accesses Ultra Instinct Sign for the first time. Then Goku completes the perfected Ultra Instinct form and engages Jiren in full power. Goku loses his power soon afterwards, but with the help of Frieza and Android 17, they were able to defeat Jiren in Universe 17, and Universe 17 is erased. Android 17, being the last man standing, uses his wish to bring back all the erased universes. Frieza is revived as he was promised, and goes to separate ways. Yeah. Turn power is awesome, by the way. Probably one of the best arcs in Super. It's so good.
Yeah.
Also,
not even just Super, just like Dragon Ball in general.
Yeah, it's so good. Okay, whoever designed the soundtrack for the Turn Power arc needs a raise. That was so good.
Yes.
Also, by the way, I know people say, "Oh, Goku endangered the entire multiverse." Actually, if you actually listen to the Zenos, they were going to wipe him out with no chance to survive.
Yeah.
So Goku actually helped save the universe.
Yep.
Even though everybody thinks he being his idiotic self, oh, I just want to fight strong people, and then everybody's like, oh, you just doomed everyone. Great. And then towards the end of the arc, you find out, oh no, if Goku didn't suggest this, they were all going to be dead anyway. Period. So you can't actually blame him for once. His single-mindedness to fight strong opponents actually helped save all the universes.
Right.
So, and then we also have the present-day events of the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, which takes place, which, by the way, awesome movie.
Also,
really, I do like the animation, which found out we, for the Galactic, I believe Are we getting that? I believe we're getting that animation for the Galactic Patrol arcs,
I think so, yeah.
which is I'm excited. Well, I mean, if you look at the freaking poster they used and made it for, it's like, oh, that's Dragon Ball Super Broly animation style. Like it's
It looks just
clearly
like it.
prominent. So Paragus and Broly are found by Chilai and Lemo on Vampa, where they are recruited into the Frieza Force. Frieza brings the two Saiyans to Earth to battle Goku and Vegeta. During the battle, Paragus is killed by Frieza, and Goku and Vegeta fuse into Gogeta in order to gain advantage over their foe. However, before he is defeated, Chilai uses the Dragon Balls to return Broly to Vampa. Yeah. So. And then getting into the alternate timeline, which also, this is the timeline where Dragon Ball Z, The History of Trunks takes place, which is it was like a OVA special they did with Trunks going, like you see his side of events from his original timeline during the Cell Saga.
Yeah.
So like with his androids and stuff like that. And then future Gohan is killed by the androids. Trunks becomes a Super Saiyan for the first time. And then there's I think there's a time skip or something, or like a montage to where what happens like during Z, and then he goes back, and then you see the actual fights with him defeating the androids, and then eventually defeating Cell again.
Right.
So now getting to age 780 to 781. So, mind you, this is spoilers for the manga. If you do not want to hear the spoilers for the manga, stop here, come back later. So the Galactic Patrol, led by Miras, kidnap Buu and attempt to extract the Grand Supreme Kai to gain help in capturing Moro. Goku and Vegeta join the Galactic Patrol temporarily while they assist in his capture. During the battles on New Namek, the Grand Supreme Kai returns through Buu. Moro used the Namekian Dragon Balls to have his magic restored and set the inmates in the Galactic Prison free. Moro uses his magic to absorb the life energy from New Namek and Zune. And, yeah, he's like, if you ever go into Star Wars and, like, think of, like, Star Wars, like, the Old Republic stuff, like, in the MMO, there's a Sith Lord named Vitiate who can physically drain all life energy to sustain his immortality. That's essentially what Moro does to make himself stronger.
Yeah.
He drains the life force of everything, including an entire planet.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it animated.
Oh my god, I'm actually currently reading the Moro arc, and it's so good. I don't care for spoilers, so that's why I don't care about any of this stuff. Like, I already know most of it anyway. I'm just reading it for the first time.
Right.
So a week later, Vegeta arrives on Yardrat to learn some new techniques. A few days after that, Goku trains with the Miras to reawaken Ultra Instinct. On Earth, Gohan and his friends try to fend off Moro's henchmen, but fail. Before leaving, they told Moro that they would visit Earth in 2 months' time to devour it. To devour it. Yeah. Words. Yeah, it's crazy. 2 months later, Goku finishes his training. Miras is revealed to be an angel trainee and returns to Beerus' planet with Whis. The Galactic Bandit Brigade arrive on Earth with the Z-Fighters banding together to confront them. Goku returns, and soon after, all the criminals except Moro are defeated. Goku confronts Moro using Ultra Instinct Sign, but loses. Vegeta returns using his newly taught instant transmission. Yes, he learns it. And like that's also like the Galactic Patrol arc starts like the Vegeta love again, to where he actually starts getting stronger again, which is great.
Yeah, because he's been taking a big backseat to Goku for a while.
Yeah, he is. Vegeta returns. Yeah, he and battles Moro using forced spirit fission that weakens Moro by liberating the stolen energy from him. Vegeta releases the energy back to his origin, which revives many previously killed Namekians. In danger of losing, Moro absorbs 7-3 to take on a more powerful state and defeats everyone. My God, my dogs are just barking.
Sounds about right.
My God. Miras being... where was it? Miras returns and in a sacrificial act fights Moro and Sirius's copy abilities away before being erased for breaking the Angel Code. As a result, Goku enters into perfected Ultra Instinct. Morrow takes on Meares' abilities for himself, but unable to contain such power, he resorts to fusing with the planet. With the aid of his allies, Goku defeats Morrow at last. Goku, Vegeta, Good Boo, and Jaco are awarded for their efforts, and Meares is revealed to be have brought back now as a mortal. Henchmen under Goshi find the remains of 7-3 on Earth and return him to their spaceship in order to enhance their OG soldiers so they can rule the universe.
Goichi is funny to me because it's the name of like one of the like literally the fighting game players. It's Goichi.
Yeah. Yep. It's funny. And yeah, it's like this arc is crazy. Like everything after Tournament Power, you think Tournament Power was good. Everything after Tournament Power is like insane.
Yes.
A few months later, Granola boards the ship and captures 7-3, where he takes him to the heaters for payment and learns of Frieza's revival. He returns to his home planet of Cereal. Yes, I said that right. Where he attains the Cerealian Dragon Balls and summons Torombo, to ask him to make him into the strongest in the universe, sacrificing 150 years of his life in the process. Crazy. And Torombo is like a blue aquatic looking dragon.
Yeah.
More so. And then several weeks later, the Heaters manipulate a plan on having Goku and Vegeta cross paths with Granola, so they can wipe each other out. The two Saiyans travel to Cereal in order to confront Granola, believing him to be a villain, and Granola believing them to be Frieza's assassins. Granola defeats Goku and then battles Vegeta, who achieves the Ultra Ego state. Where the battle between them appears to reach a conclusion, a new threat emerges in the form of Gas, who becomes the strongest being in the universe after Elec uses the Cerealian Dragon Balls to summon Torombo. After managing to briefly escape Gas, Goku and company head to Monato's house, where he hands over Bardock's Scouter. So this is where we learn more of Bardock stuff and Super, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Upon hearing Bardock's voice, Goku finally remembers his parents. When Gas returns to Cereal, Goku and Vegeta face him once again, and after Granola appears also, the trio manage to seamlessly defeat him. Gas is revealed to be alive, and shortly afterwards, Frieza arrives on Cereal, where he proceeds to kill Gas and Elec before displaying his new Black Frieza form. He takes off just as Whis arrives, who takes Goku and Vegeta back to Beerus' planet on Granola, as Granola vows to use the Dragon Balls to restore his planet.
Gas and Elec, the Heaters.
Yeah. Yep. No, like the name convention is so on point still. And Granola being Granola Bar, Granola as in
Granola from the cereal. Yeah, I love it.
And
it just makes
cereal
me happy.
plant. Yeah, it's just like, okay, I guess we're still going off the names of foods. Might as well. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, we might have to stop at the video games.
Yeah. I was looking at
So, age 7 at 81, May 7th, the 27th World Martial Arts Tournament takes place. Mr. Satan wins, and Boo comes in second place. So, this is now getting into the Dragon Ball superhero stuff. Because the manga does show more before the actual movie takes place, which is super nice. So, age 782, Trunks and Goten now roll and Blue Hal High School become superheroes known as Saiyaman X1 and X2. One night after investigating the cause for Capsule Corporation to help her bots going haywire, Trunks obtains a data disk belonging to Dr. Hedo containing blueprints of Cell Max. Using his artificial creations, Dr. Hedo ventures out to reacquire the disc. He is eventually arrested by Krillin and incarcerated for 3 months. So that's so if you watch the movie, the beginning of the movie is the Red Ribbon Army breaking him
Yeah.
out of prison.
Yeah.
So this is how he gets into prison. So
Yeah.
it gives you a little more context there. And then in age 782 to 783, 3 months after the events of Dragon Ball Superheroes takes place, Magenta, the new leader of the the new leader of the Red Ribbon Army, hires a newly released Dr. Header to create new androids to acquire world domination. Sorry, they don't break him out. He gets out normally. That's what it was.
Yeah.
6 months later, after surviving an assassination attempt, Piccolo goes undercover and invades the Red Ribbon Army base, where he learns of Cell Max. With Goku and Vegeta off-world, Piccolo nurtures Gohan's power, and together with his other allies, they destroy Cell Max. And then Goku brings Gohan to Beerus' planet to spar with him. After the session is done, Goku and Vegeta finally return home. By the way, during the fight with Cell Max, we see Orange Piccolo and Gohan Beast appear, because that's their unique forms that they get. And then Carmine, having taken over from Magenta following his death, declares that the Red Ribbon Army is no more. And Carmine is the guy in the red suit throughout the film.
Yeah.
Who's just like taking orders and whatnot, but like he does have somewhat of conscience compared to Magenta.
Yeah.
So, now getting to 784 May 7th, the 28th World Martial Arts Tournament takes place. Goku leaves with Oob to train him. And this is obviously the end of Z itself. The original ending of Z, which now is kind of becoming contradictory in itself.
It's being very complicated, but alternate timelines is what we're going to say.
Yeah, this final episode, I think, is going to be kind of retconned.
It's going to have to.
In the current continuity, at least.
I think it's going to have to.
It's going to stay the same with GT, obviously, because it has to. But, yeah.
No, it actually fits with GT. It doesn't fit with the others.
Correct. In an alternate timeline, Future Trunks takes a time machine back to age 764. He comes back after warning the Z Fighters about the Red Ribbon Army, or Red Ribbon Androids threat, so 1718 originally.
Yeah.
785, in an alternate timeline, Future Trunks takes the time machine back to year 767 to help the Z Fighters battle the androids and find a way to defeat them in this time. After the defeat of Perfect Cell in the main timeline, Trunks returns to his timeline and kills the androids. And then in Cell's alternate timeline, Future Trunks returns after the defeat of the androids in an unseen timeline. With their blueprints, he manages to deactivate and destroy them in his time. In age 788, in an alternate timeline, Future Trunks plans to take a trip back to tell the Z Fighters he defeated the androids some years ago, but is instead confronted by the newly awoken Cell, who is effortlessly kills. Yeah, he kills Cell without any effort whatsoever, because he's that much stronger. In Cell's alternate timeline, the Future Trunks of Cell's timeline is killed by the newly awoken Cell. Cell uses the machine to go back to age 763 in order to absorb 17 and 18. Yeah, it's getting confused because you have multiple alternates in the same timeline because of Cell and Trunks being weird like that. It's like a back and forth situation.
Yeah, and it's like confusing because it's like, oh, look, there's multiple alternates to the main.
Yeah, it's And then a few years before age 795, which is in an alternate timeline, Future Trunks encounters Future Babidi and Future Dabura and finishes them both off with an enormous ki blast, preventing Majin Buu from being revived, which we see this in Super. And then in age 795, in an alternate timeline, Black kills Supreme Kais of each universe, killing the 12 Gods of Destruction and deactivating the Angels. Then, along with the future Zamasu, he goes to a rampage on Earth and annihilating the humans, believing it to be justice. And then in age 796, more alternate timeline stuff. Future Bulma gathers enough fuel for a one-way trip to the past, and Future Trunks manages to make it to age 779 using the time machine. Black kills Future Bulma and travels to the past using the time ring, but has caused a disturbance in the time, creating a dark portal that pulls him back. Which, again, this is in Super. Goku and Vegeta and Trunks, having traveled to the future, confront Black, who is transformed into Super Saiyan Rose. Future Zamasu appears and aids Black in battle, which leads to victory. Thanks to their actions of Mai, Hermin, and Yajirobe, Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks are able to return back to the past. And then Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks make a second trip to the future, only to find Black still alive. In another battle, Trunks ascends to Super Saiyan Rage, which he uses to hold off Black and Zamasu as Goku and Vegeta return to the past. And finally, in the alternate timeline, Goku and Vegeta arrive in the future for the third time, because third time's the charm. Followed by the Supreme Kai and Goatsu, who uses the time ring. Trunks tries to use the evil containment wave to seal away Zamasu's, but is unsuccessful due to Goku forgetting to bring the sealing paper.
That sounds about right.
Black and Zamasu fuse into one being. To counter it, Goku and Vegeta fuse to become Vegito. Trunks fight against fused Zamasu and unconsciously creates a spirit bomb gathered through the hopes of mortals. Bleh. Trunks absorbs it along with Goku and Vegeta's remaining ki to use it to further enhance his ki sword and destroy future Zamasu's body. Zamasu's essence takes over the Earth and spreads across the universe, including the present timeline, and kills almost everyone on Earth. Goku uses the button to summon future Zeno, who erases the timeline's universes. Along with Zamasu for good, Goku and Trunks return to the now extinct alternate future universe to bring future Zeno to the main present universe to find him in a safer place to stay with the present Zeno. That's a lot. Oh my gosh, so much. Like, the future Trunks stuff throws me off every time.
Yeah. It was
Every
very
time.
confusing.
And it's not like it's parallel time travel, not direct time travel. It's different. It's a whole different concept of time. It's a known concept of time travel, but it's not the one that's typically what movies and shows are typically used.
Right.
It's paracausal time travel, not direct causal.
Yeah.
So, as like Future Trunks tells his younger self in the present timeline, when he went back in time, he helped the alternate timeline to have a better future, but his timeline stays the same because they run parallel with each other. But they have different histories. Compared if you say you have Terminator or The Flash, where it causes branches, or typically branches in timelines and makes a whole different style of universe. Kind of
like a Flashpoint kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was going with. Or Skynet, Terminator. Yeah, it's just like that. So with that, let's take a quick mid-break. Thank our awesome listeners, and we'll be right back.
Refreshing Wild Cherry Cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't predict the future, but it can help you feel confident about future hires. Because Hiring Pro combines real-time insights and candidate data from the LinkedIn network with the criteria you've set for your role to deliver you a list of top-fit candidates. Businesses who use LinkedIn are 24% less likely to reopen a role in the next 12 months. Hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
Why have you summoned me? Tell me your wish now.
All right, welcome to the middle of the show. We're talking about everything with the podcast. This has nothing to do with lore of Dragon Ball. Here, we're going to thank all our amazing listeners. Thank you guys so much for listening and supporting the show. And if you want to help support the show, you can go to Apple or Spotify. Leave 5-star review on Apple with some words or a nice Spotify comment. We're going to add that next time on the show. We don't have any Spotify comments this week, but we do have a 5-star review on Apple. It is from our friend from the Gundam Lorecast, GB4 Fan 78-2, who we actually, funny enough, as of recording, we record Gundam the day prior to this one, so we read his review on that episode. So it says, by the way, 5 stars. He says, FYI, Akira Toriyama is the one who did the story for Dragon Ball Super. All Tortorella did was draw it out. That's actually false and true at the same time. So Toriyama created a outline for Super specifically. Tutotaru specifically adds more to it and expands upon the outline. So it's like a team effort to where, but Tortoraru, he did the entire story from the Maru arc and on. Like, that wasn't Toriyama. Toriyama stopped writing at that point for the story. It was all Tototaru at that point. With everything prior, it was like kind of like them both going tag teaming.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still more so Tototaru because he was the main one writing most of the stuff, where Toriyama was mostly doing the outlines and kind of giving everyone like, this is the general idea, this is the general story, now build upon it. So yeah, to the comment, yes and no. You're not wrong, but, you know, we're also not wrong for whatever I said in a previous episode. So, and then, yeah, and then you can also find us on different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that we would host, which are the Final Fantasy Lorecast, the Gundam Lorecast, Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. Yeah. I was going to laugh if we got a Spotify comment for this show. For to have another show like we had on Gundam. I was so prepared to see a comment on Dragon Ball. I was like, please make a Digimon Lorecast, make a Digimon podcast. It's like, oh no, it's a sign, Jesse.
Finding time to add more would be not fun.
Yeah, could we make it work? Possibly.
Could we make it work? Yes. Would it be very difficult to do? Also, yes.
Yes. More time out of my day to make show notes. Because I already do that for 4 shows out of the 5. The Witcher, I don't have to make show notes for. Thank God. Thank you, Toasty. I just host it and edit it. That's all I do. But you can also... Oh, wait, no, we did the... Yeah, well, you can find us live on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BenOfTemerius. You can go there, sub, and know when we go live for either Final Fantasy or Dragon Ball, because that's the only 2 shows I do live podcasts for at the current time. News-wise, Dragon Ball Hour comes out in 2 weeks. So we're, we're just stay tuned for Xenoverse 3. Another reason we know it's Xenoverse 3, not only because of the leak that the Southeast Asia account on YouTube did, their video game account constantly adds, like, Xenoverse 2 diary updates to, like, hey, this is what happened in the story. Like, and it's been, like, from day one when Xenoverse starts, now they're in the, like, latter half of the DLC in the Future Saga stuff. And that's where, like, you get this it's Xenoverse 3. It's Xenoverse 3. So stay tuned for more info there. Yeah, that's really the only news we have for Dragon Ball at the current time. So with that, let's get back into more of the timeline stuff.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Hey guys, today I'm interviewing my cat about his Perfect Bistro food. Percy, you seem to be a big Perfect Bistro fan. Care to comment? Totally. What do you like about it? You love the high-quality ingredients? And the delicious flavors, of course. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Listen to Percy, guys. Visit perfectbistro.com to try it for your cat.
What's funny is where I stopped to do the mid-break, it was not that farther down on the show notes. So,
I mean...
And we start the game stuff right after this, so might as well just finish it.
Yes.
So now we get into Dragon Ball GT, which is anime only, same as Daima. Daima and GT are specifically anime only. There is no manga versions of these. So the Funimation dub places Dragon Ball GT 10 years after the end of Dragon Ball Z, while the original Japanese dub and various guides stated it to be 5 years. The Japanese dates are used here. So we're using the Japanese dates because that's the original source material, where the dub, I don't know why they did it 10 years and dubbed. I don't know why. Because if you even think about it, it makes sense 5 years because Pan is like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And then when we see her in the last episode of Z, she's like, what, 4?
Something
maybe
like
5?
that, yeah.
So, yeah, it makes sense being a 5-year gap rather than a 10-year gap. I don't know. It's weird. So, in age 789, Goku becomes a child again due to a wish made by Emperor Pilaf. Goku, Pan, and Trunks travel through space to search for the Black Star Dragon Balls. After 9 months, Goku meets Baby. Baby escapes to Earth, where he takes control of almost everyone and becomes more powerful. Baby uses the Black Star Dragon Balls to create a new plant in Earth's orbit. Goku reaches Super Saiyan 4. Goku and Baby battle, which ends with the death of Baby and the destruction of the Tuffle race. The Earth explodes and Piccolo dies. Yeah. Take
Crazy
that
turns
as you will.
right there.
By the way, GT's on I think if I recall, it's not only 62, 64 episodes.
It's not very long at all.
Yeah, it's not a long show whatsoever. Age 790, the 30th World Martial Arts Tournament takes place. Mr. Satan is the winner. Majub comes in second. In the junior division, Mowgli comes in first, and Goku comes in second. I don't remember who Mowgli is. Whatever. Dr. Gero and Dr. Mew team up in Hell. A brainwashed Android 17 kills Krillin. And brainwashed and new Android 17s combine to form Super 17. Goku and Android 18 defeat Super 17. Also, by the way, they use the Namekian Dragon Balls, obviously, to bring back Earth, obviously, because it's the only way to do it. Also, I didn't like the Super 17 storyline.
Not a big fan of it.
I thought that was stupid.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that one.
And then the Dragon Balls crack, and the Shadow Dragons are released. All except one of the Shadow Dragons are defeated, Senna Shenron, who absorbs all 7 Dragon Balls and becomes Omega Shenron. Goku battles Omega. Vegeta arrives and ascends to Super Saiyan 4. Goku and Vegeta fuse into Gogeta. Goku kills Omega Shenron with the Super Ultra Spirit Bomb. Shenron returns to normal and grants one last wish. Shenron then flies off with Goku. Goku stops to say goodbye and some of his friends, and the Dragon Balls are absorbed into Goku's body, and Goku is not seen for around 100 years.
Crazy.
Which the next time you've seen, he's essentially a spirit. He's not he doesn't have a physical body. So, now moving to age 859, Bulma Lee is born, who is one of, obviously, Bulma's descendants. Age 880, Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. are born, and this is all in like an OVA specifically of, which actually age 889, the events of Dragon Ball GT: A Hero's Legacy takes place. So this is the whole thing with, it's Goku Jr.'s, story, and that's where we see Goku again is at the end of this special. So Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. fight in what may be the 64th World Tournament. Pan spots her grandfather, Goku, but is unable to catch up to him. And that's who sees him, is Pan. Pan is like an old grandmother at this point, which is hilarious. So, and then now we get into game lore, because that's the end of the continuity that we have so far of the anime and the mangas. Right. So now we get into game lore. So we have Dragon Ball Online. So age 779, Launch makes the news somehow as she jailbreaks successfully for the 100th time. Because Launch, I guess. Yeah, Dragon Ball Online brings back Launch, where Toriyama completely forgot her. Yeah. Age 780, Pilaf attempts to take over the world, only to fail yet again. Age 787, the 29th World Martial Arts Tournament takes place on May 7th. Mr. Satan is the winner, and Mr. Majin Buu is in second. Mr. Satan's spectacular displays tremendously raise worldwide interest in martial arts. In the World Martial Arts Tournament becomes an even more popular sport, immortalizing Mr. Satan and Mr. Buu as stars. Yeah, they call him Mr. Buu, not Majin Buu, because no one knows. It's just easier, I guess.
Yeah.
And by the way, everyone had their memories wiped of Majin Buu, so they don't even know what Majin even means. They could just call him Majin Buu, and people were just like, okay.
Yeah.
So Dende resolves to deactivate the Dragon Balls. Old Kai had already expressed his disapproval of the Dragon Balls, considering them to go against the natural order of the universe. And with the world now at peace, Dende worried that having active Dragon Balls around may mean putting the Earth at risk. Which, don't blame you. Age 790, Mr. Buu creates a female Majin called Miss Buu after reading one of Mr. Satan's adult books. Bob and Margaret? Yeah. Which is found in Mr. Satan's library. Dear God. That's where we get how he makes kids in Xenoverse 2.
Bob and Margaret, yeah.
Age 791, Baby Buu is born via the Love beam. The two parents tear off many pieces from various parts of their bodies, mix them together, and birth life into dumpling-shaped pieces, and firing the beam into it. The event led to a later appearance of the entire Majin race, which is a playable race in Dragon Ball Online. Dear God, that's how we play the Majin?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Welcome to the chaos.
Age 793, Mr. Satan retires from fighting and starts the telecommunicated Satan-style martial arts course in an attempt to make money. Because he can't fight anymore.
Yep.
Which you would think he would have royalties set up.
You would think, but...
He's also not the smartest person, so I guess there's that.
Yeah.
Age 794, Mr. Satan's granddaughter Pam becomes a martial artist instructor. With customer claims that Mr. Satan's telecommunicated Satan-style martial arts course is worthless, rapidly spreading, disgruntled customers flood Satan House, prompting Pan to subdue them. The event became a big scandal, and the telecommunicated Satan-style martial arts course is then rebranded as the Pan Fighting Network, with Pan as the instructor. Afterwards, Pan asks Bulma to help develop a system for people to battle each other across long distances, so she created a telecommunicated martial arts dojo. From that point on, the sports-like fighting course became very popular, especially among young people. Dear God. Thank God for Pan, I guess. Age 796, Mr. Satan's film Satan Legend is released. Those influenced by the film began studying how to control their ki from Pan, forming the origin of the present martial arts class. Age 801, Goku goes missing. Realizing his death is imminent and wanting to settle their rivalry, Goku leaves Earth with Vegeta for a final battle. Years later, a supernova explosion is detected and assumed that it was from Goku and Vegeta's battle. Dear God, okay. Age 804, Gohan begins research on his book, Groundbreaking Science. The event leads to the creation of Trunks and Goten's Kikyo Kenjutsu Sword School in the following year, age 805, and Krillin and Tien's revived Turtle and Crane schools in age 821. As the result, by age 1000, many Earthlings have taken up advanced martial arts and understand ki control. By the way, Dragon Ball Online starts in age 1000. The new project is called Age 1000 for the game.
Yeah. It'd be nice if it was a return to an MMO.
Dragon Ball Online. It'd be very
Not necessarily
interesting.
Dragon Ball Online, but
I
just
don't
a new. I don't think
I
it's
think
coming.
they'll
I
have.
think it's Xenoverse.
It's going to be Xenoverse 3, obviously, because they already name dropped it on accident. And I feel like, if anything, they're going to have they might have more of an online presence.
Maybe, yeah.
Rather than like a lobby stuff like Xenoverse 2 has in Xenoverse 1, but more of an online presence.
Yeah.
Not being an MMO per se, because you can still do you'll be able to do solo stuff. Everything will be solo main content, but still have like some sort of an online presence of style. I don't know. We'll find out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll know for sure. Well, not for sure, but most likely.
No, they already confirmed like Age 1000 is like the main thing they're going to be talking about.
Oh, they did? Thank God.
They're already confirmed. More info is to be released on at Dragon Ball Battle Hour for Project Age 1000. So we're supposed to get like I think a full trailer and deep dive of the project.
Thank God.
And obviously name drop because it is coming out next year. So they kind of want to get the hype up there. So going into age 805, Trunks and Goten creates the Kikyo Kenjutsu Sword School, which teaches the principle of channeling ki energy through swords to increase strike power. Age 820, Mr. Satan dies. The King of Earth honors him with a national funeral. By the way, the King of Earth, I think, is a freaking cat, if I recall. Or a dog. Can't remember.
I know it's a dog in the anime, but by this time, who knows?
No, yeah, that's a good point. But who knows? The remnants of the Galactic Frieza army attack Earth for the Dragon Balls, but are defeated with the aid of Trunks and Goten's Kikyo Kenjutsu Sword School. It's currently unknown if the attack was anything to do with Mr. Satan's death. Yeah, probably not. I highly doubt that. Age 821, Krillin and Tien begin teaching the revived Turtle School and Crane schools. Age 825, the theme park Boo World, BOO, opens. Most of its employees are Majin. Oh, dear God. Age 826, Yajirobe begins cultivating sensu beans at the base of Corn Tower. Not like in the Corn Tower like they normally do. They're actually planting them on the ground, on the surface level.
Yeah.
Age 834, Majin Mani protects people from Frieza's remnants and dies in battle. His death leaves a huge impact on many Majins. Age 851, Mira attacks New Namek. The Namekians are forced to migrate to Earth. And Mira, as in, yes, the Mira we have in Xenoverse. Same character.
What a jerk that guy is.
He also, by the way, makes an appearance in Kakarot.
Interesting.
Toa and Mira both are in Kakarot as a secret battle. If you do all like the hard battle, like the red enemy battles on the map, and every map, like it'll unlock a secret battle that you can do where you fight Toa and Mira, specifically Mira, and they specifically, we came to this timeline to gather energy, and it kind of goes back to Xenoverse 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's a nice tie in there.
Nice little cop out for yourselves.
Yep. Age 853, Namekians on Earth reform to land to make it more like the planet Namek and call it Purunga Rocks. Okay, that's cool. Age 890, constructions to use the Dragon Balls and summon Shenron are built. Age 891, in the celebration of the 800th anniversary of the Majin race, a construction of Boo's house, the Majin Buu Memorial, is built. Age 900, the people of planet Yardrat are put in charge of developing time machines. When will they learn? Age 940, evil Namekians begin to spawn eggs. In the area which they live, there is an empty throne, and King Piccolo's demon kanji can be seen. Uh-oh. Age 962, Capsule Corporation History Museum opens. Age 972, Earth's conflict with the evil Namekians begin as their numbers grow. Age 974, in what's anthologist? Ethnologist. Named Dr. Hunbait releases the Animal Data, a catalog of animals of the Earth. Age 988, the Parlia gang, a gang similar to the
Paella.
Paella. Oh, God, dear God. Oh, I get it. Pilaf. Okay, yep. Okay, yeah. Paella. Okay. The Paella gang, a gang similar to the Pilaf gang, takes control of the Kanoko Rocks area. Dear God. Fantastic. Age 990, Popo stones are built around the Earth. Paella is ready to conquer Earth. Dear God. Age 991, around this time, General Bon forms the Red Pants Army. He begins taking action intent on restoring the animal-human nation. Okay, so it's not evil. That's weird, okay. Age 995, Sho and Lon betrays Capsule Corporation and joins the Paella? Paella. God, the freaking letterings. Paella gang. Age 998, Mira threat is known. Piccolo, with the help of Dende, gathers forces to defend off Mira's invasion. Capsule Corporation begins the mass production of a new kind of robot. Oh yeah, because Namekians can live for centuries, so like that makes sense. Yeah. Like they're like the only ones alive at this point. Yeah. Age 999, similar to Future Trunks' arrival in Age 764, with knowledge of the threat the androids pose to Earth, Time Patrol Trunks appears to inform the present timeline of the threat Mira poses to the universe. And by Time Patrol Trunks, that's Xeno Trunks we have in Xenoverse 1 and 2. That version of Trunks. And then Age 1000. So the present timeline of Dragon Ball Online and the ideal starting time of the game this year is commonly summarized as the loose translation. Earth is divided into pieces. However, Earth and its inhabitants appear to be no immediate danger. Still, there is enemies such as Mira, the evil Namekians, the Red Pants Army, and the Paella?
Paella.
God, dude, the E's and I just have to think of that. Paella gang. Each party with sinister goals of their own. Okay, so the Red Pants Army are evil. Okay.
Yeah.
That's just okay. Whatever. All right.
I think they're trying to start the Civil War is essentially why they're evil.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, got it. Okay. So that's the end of Dragon Ball Online. That's Age 1000, which. It might be loosely based, or it's more in it's going to actually no. Xenoverse 3 being Project Age 1000, I guarantee you the storyline is going to be vastly different. They'll probably have bits and pieces of things from Dragon Ball Online.
There'll definitely be references.
But everything's going to be majorly different because Fu is involved from Xenoverse 2, who is in the current DLC stuff for Xenoverse 2's Future Saga stuff, and there's the whole thing which that clearly is hinting towards Xenoverse 3, because there's one chapter left they haven't freaking added yet, and I'm patiently waiting for them to add it because I want to play it, because the last chapter was really good, and Fu keeps teasing, I really want to show the hero, you, what the future is. He's desperately wanting to show you the future for some reason.
Yeah.
So, Now we get into other Dragon Ball video games. So age 767, between May 21st to the 25th, the events of Dragon Ball Z Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans take place, as well as the events of Dragon Ball Z VRVS takes place. We have age 779. At some point around this time, the events of Dragon Ball Fighters take place, which is its own thing. We have age 780, which is the events of Dragon Ball Legends, which is a current game you can play. Fighters you can play too. Its story is pretty good. You get, you have Jesse's favorite character in there.
Yeah, you get to play both
Good
all
and
the story
evil.
things, good and evil versions of 21.
I am so mad. In Xenoverse 2, they added Android 21, but not the Android 21 everybody wanted.
Yeah.
We wanted her Majin form. They just straight up gave her Android form.
I'm gonna need in Xenoverse 3 and this character customization that better be good. I'm gonna need them to have a Majin form of her hair.
Also, that'd been cool. That would be good. Also, gives us other races like from Dragon Ball Heroes, or better yet, give us Majins who are skinny for males, not just female.
Yeah, and make sure the show comes out with granola first so I can play as a cerulean or something. I don't know. Something ridiculous. Let me play as something ridiculous.
Would be funny. Well, yeah, I don't know. We don't have a timestamp for Galactic Heroes or Galactic Patrol. So who knows?
Exactly.
I don't know.
That's the problem.
I feel like we'll probably keep with the 5 races currently because
That's my guess.
So in Dragon Ball Heroes, you could choose the 5 races that we know, but you can also be a Kai and also a demon god or a demon world resident / demon god. It's Demigral.
Yeah.
More than likely, we'll just keep the 5, but they'll probably heavily enhance the character creation, which they desperately need to do, specifically hair. Give us better hair.
It's all so bad.
It's just copy and paste of hairs that we have in the entire series. Like Saiyan typically has Gohan's hairstyle because it's the best
hair. Really else to have. Yeah.
There's not really any good hairstyles in the game. All right, so between age 780 and 781, the events of Super Dragon Ball Heroes anime takes place. Fu arrives on Beerus' planet and tells Goku, Vegeta, and the future Mai that future Trunks has been in prison on the prison planet. They follow through the time and space to the prison planet where they confront the ancient evil Saiyan Cumber, as in cucumber. Cumber. It's literally... upon returning to their timeline without Goku after the prison planet is destroyed, Vegeta and Future Trunks travel to Sadala in Universe 6 to assist in the battle against the Core Area Warriors, a group led by Hearts, who plans to kill Zeno. They are reunited with Goku upon continuing the battle in Universe 11. The battles then continue to Universe 3 and then in Universe 7, where Hearts merges with the Universe Seed, but is ultimately defeated and killed by Gogeta. By the way, yes, this is like an entire anime they had for Super Dragon Ball Heroes. It was like 5-10 episode like shorts that they did throughout like a couple years. And it's really good and it's really well drawn. It's only subbed and I think you can find most of it on YouTube. It's really hard to find nowadays. I watched it most on YouTube when I could. And they do have it subbed, which is nice. Having received a prophecy, Beerus and the gods of destruction go to Earth, destroy the bird of catastrophe, who they mistake Toki Toki for. Fu appears and explains his plan to use the universe tree to create a new universe, but due to the tree's threat to the existing universes, Goku and the allies set out to stop him. Eventually, Beerus uses the Super Dragon Balls to have the tree destroyed, and Fu's turned into the Dark King by Toa. Fu uses his power to restore the tree and successfully creates his new universe, but is sealed with Zeno Vegito by Demigral. And if you know any of these names, a lot of them are, might be similar to characters we know from the Xenoverse series, because that's where most of this is from.
Yep.
Which is awesome. Goku awakens Goku awakens in Fu's pseudo-universe and soon teams up with Hearts in order to attain the Dragon Balls to escape and take down Fu. There they encounter the Crimson Masked Saiyan, who is revealed to be a version of Goku Black and a mysterious warrior in black. The Crimson Masked Saiyan kills Turles and destroys planet Vegeta, with the heroes managing to escape in time due to the appearance of Cell. After training in a separate dimension, Goku and Vegeta face the Crimson Masked Saiyan once more and defeat him after fusing into Gogeta. The heroes return to the crack of time, where they encounter Fu, had been since absorbed Dogi Dogi to become more powerful, and then that he defeated by Goku after harnessing power from the Universe Tree. Shortly afterwards, Toki Toki uses his power to restore Universe 7. Yeah, it's just it goes crazy. Like this storyline for the Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball Super or Super Dragon Ball Heroes is crazy, but it's so good and so awesome because they just throw in a bunch of random stuff and it's cool. Eos, a former Supreme Kai of Time, takes over the Time Nest, and with the aid of the Warriors in Black, she hosts a space-time tournament involving 84 fighters from different timelines. Goku and his team succeed through the tournament, defeating the Warriors in Black along with the way. In the crack of time, Demigra absorbs the Dark Factor from Mecha ghost and becomes the next Dark King. Demigra invades the Time Nest and unleashes his minions on the tournament participants. Eos allies herself with the protagonist. Goku, together with the Warriors in Black and future Warrior in Black, kills Demigra, and the Time Scroll are used to restore everything the way it was. And the Warriors in Black are
a lot of them.
There's a lot of them, but they're literally just named characters just in black garb. The future Warrior in Black is literally future Gohan. The first Warrior in Black is Bardock.
Yeah. I actually want them to add the glass people. Is it Lags and Vidro? I want that to be the race that gets added.
What race?
The glass people.
Oh,
they're mostly killed by... They got wiped mostly by Chilled, but...
Yes. Oh, okay, I know you're talking about now. So following
but that's where we see them.
Oh, yeah. Following the tournament's conclusion, Cronoa, who, by the way, is the current Supreme Kai of Time in the Xenoverse 1 and 2, attempts to take Goku and his team back to Earth, only to find if it's gone. Upon traveling to King Kai's planet, they encounter Majin Ozoto, who reveals he has eaten Earth. After being invited to his palace, the group encounter a number of Ozoto clones. In the end, Goku defeats Ozoto, and Super Shenron restores the space-time to how it once was. Yeah. Things are nuts.
He's it's technically a Majin, but it looks more like a deformed version of Cell and Frieza pushed together.
Yeah. I would say so. And then after age 790, the events of the assault on the Hellgate Saga in Dragon Ball Heroes takes place. The Hellgates are opened by Toa, who's opposed by Xeno Trunks and the heroes of the timeline, including a newly Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. A revived Super 17 absorbs Android 18, and the Timebreaker leaders Mira, Toa, and Deborah are attacked by Broly, who attempts to escape Hell but is defeated by the heroes. Many years after age 790, the events of the Adventure Mode take place, which is also... is that the Adventure Mode of... exclusive story in Dragon Ball Z Extreme Budokan. So this is a whole different game, only in Japan.
Yeah.
Age 850, the events of Dragon Ball Xenoverse takes place. Future Trunks travels to this time in orders of the Supreme Kai of Time to use Toki Toki City as the base for the Time Patrol. Future Trunks summons Future Warrior to aid in the fixing of history. Ace travels back in time and fixes history problems, defeating Toa and Mira along the way, and finally the demon god Demigra. By the way, the default name, you can name your future warrior whatever, but the default name they use in like the manga and stuff like that is Ace. And yes, in Age 51, there is a Xenoverse 2 manga.
Yeah.
Which was in the collector's
hilarious.
edition of Xenoverse. Was it in the collector's edition of Xenoverse 2? Maybe? It might have, no. I think it was, I can't remember when they released this.
Included with the collector's edition of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
Oh, okay, cool. So I have that somewhere in my house. So, age 852, the events of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 takes place. The second future warrior joins the Supreme Kai time and aids future Trunks in fixing history for a second time after Toa with the revived Mira attempt to gather energy from different timelines to break the seal on the Demon Realm. The future warrior fixes the timeline discrepancies and defeats and kills Mira, who absorbed Toa to gain additional power. And oh my god, my niece is having a meltdown.
Sounds about right.
It's bad. Like, I've never heard it this bad before. She's going ballistic. They leave in the first week of May. So, everybody listening now, and if you hear a crying toddler, you won't hear that after the first weekend of May. I apologize now for the disturbances in the background noise. After age 889, the events of Dragon Ball Heroes of Victory mission takes place, which is the Victory mission, I believe is that the Switch version? No, that's a manga. I forget what they call it. I think they use it Victory mission for the Switch version of the game. The events of Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi's hero mode takes place. If you never got to play that was so much fun. That was the first game they had it where you create a character. It's always a Saiyan. But you have your own unique character, and it was before Xenoverse, like the first Xenoverse, where you could actually create. And that's kind of where they like put the staple. Is like, all right, will this work? It worked. So then like, all right, we're making an entire series based on character creation.
Right, which I love.
Oh, absolutely. I love it. And then age 2016, the prologue of Dragon Ball Fusions takes place. Tenka and Penench take their wish to Shenron to open a martial arts tournament and decides who's the strongest warrior from all space-time, is causing the interval of space-time, time and space to come into existence, temporarily merging multiple eras and worlds into one. The two meet Bulma, who gives them the time-space radar to locate strong people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we get a lot of crazy fun fusions.
Yeah, you get crazy crap in that game. It's insane.
There's so many fusions in it.
Yes. It was only on 3DS, by the way.
Yes. You get such ridiculous things as Karoli.
Yeah.
And Barlot.
Yeah, that's where the weird fusions come into place. It's weird. But yeah, that's all the timelines that we have so far currently. Until more come out. Now, obviously, there's some of the games that we didn't really go over, and timeline-wise, eventually we'll go over that stuff later at a later date, go into specifics. Like Dragon Ball Legends, that's a current game still being written and still being added with updates. Same with Xenoverse 2. So, yeah, fun stuff. Do you have any final thoughts or anything on Xenoverse 2? The timelines part 2?
Right now, no. We have so much, and that means there is so much more for us to cover later.
Yeah, there's so much content we can make in this
podcast is going to go on until we die.
That's Star Wars for me. Oh boy, that is Star Wars. Harry Potter didn't last long. It was only 100 episodes, so.
No.
With that being said, everyone, thank you again for listening to the Dragon Ball Lorecast, and till next time on the Dragon Ball Lorecast.
Thank
Thank you for listening to the Dragon Ball Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcast and Discord, where you can tell us how you got into the Dragon Ball series. You can even find us on Twitter at DBLorecast and email us at dragonballlorecast@outlook.com. See you next time on the Dragon Ball Lorecast.